All right, Warriors Nation, let's get serious. Let's talk about a move that isn't a fantasy, isn't a distraction, isn't chasing after impossible superstars or broken down projects. Let's talk about Daniel Gafford. The Dallas Mavericks are in complete chaos. They're 3-8. They just fired their general manager, Nico Harrison, the architect of the Luka Doncic trade. The franchise is imploding, and when a team collapses like that, opportunities emerge. And according to reports published in just the last 14 hours, the Golden State Warriors are closely monitoring the situation in Dallas. But here's the key. While fans might be dreaming about Anthony Davis, the reality is we don't have the financial means to acquire him. The real target, the realistic target that could genuinely solve our biggest problem, is Daniel Gafford. And I'm here to tell you, this is the move we need to make. Not flashy, not headline grabbing, but smart, strategic, and exactly what this team needs to get back to championship contention. Let's establish the facts. The Golden State Warriors desperately need interior defense and rebounding. That's not speculation, that's reality. We've been getting killed in the paint, struggling to protect the rim, and losing the rebounding battle night after night. The hope was that Tracy Jackson Davis would step up in his third season and become that defensive anchor. But the cold, hard truth is, he hasn't. TJD has shown flashes, but he's not consistent enough, not physical enough, and not experienced enough to be the rim protector we need for a championship run. Daniel Gafford represents a significant upgrade over what TJD has provided, and that's not a knock on TJD. That's just acknowledging reality. Daniel Gafford is 27 years old, 6 feet 10 inches, and a proven elite rim protector. Last season, he averaged 1.8 blocks per game and was a fundamental piece of the Mavericks' run to the NBA Finals. A healthy Gafford would add the physical presence and rebounding ability that the Warriors still desperately need. Even without Horford on the roster, Horford is 39 years old and needs his minutes managed carefully. We can't rely on him to be our primary interior defender for an entire season and deep playoff run. Gafford would provide the insurance, the depth, and the consistent rim protection that could transform our defense from vulnerable to elite. The catalyst for Gafford's availability is the firing of Nico Harrison. Harrison signed Gafford to a 3-year, $54.4 million extension back in June, and then was fired for trying to accelerate Dallas's timeline. The new management in Dallas is now expected to prioritize the development of rookie Cooper Flagg, making expensive veterans like Gafford immediately expendable in exchange for future assets, young players and draft picks. This is a classic fire sale situation, and the Warriors need to capitalize on it. NBA journalist Mark Stein was already speculating about Gafford's availability even before Harrison's firing. The $54.4 million extension was signed specifically to keep him trade eligible this season. The Mavericks knew they would receive trade proposals for him. This wasn't a long-term commitment. This was setting up a trade asset. And now, with the franchise in chaos and a new direction being established, Gafford is available and we need to pounce. Now, let's talk about the obstacles. The biggest challenge is salary matching. Gafford will earn $14.4 million this season, which makes alignment complicated but not impossible. The Warriors would likely need to put together a package that includes Kevin Looney's $8 million salary and Gary Payton II's $9.1 million, or involve Andrew Wiggins at $26.2 million, which will require Dallas to send back additional salary. It's not a simple one-for-one swap, but it's achievable with creative roster management. The central question is whether the Warriors, who have historically shown reluctance to invest heavily in centers, will be willing to absorb Gafford's $54 million extension. And here's my strong opinion. Yes, they should. This isn't about overpaying for a marginal upgrade. This is about addressing our single biggest weakness with a proven, elite defender who's in his prime and has finals experience. The cost is reasonable, the fit is perfect, and the impact will be immediate. Some might argue, but we have TJD. We have Horford. Do we really need another center? And the answer is an emphatic yes. TJD is still developing. Horford is aging and needs rest. We need reliable, consistent rim protection that we can count on every single night, especially in the playoffs when the game slows down and interior defense becomes paramount. Gafford provides that. He's not a project. He's not a gamble. He's a proven commodity who would make us immediately better. The article makes it clear Harrison's firing has put the Mavericks in seller mode. Daniel Gafford is the most logical and impactful target for the Warriors, solving our biggest offensive need. The trade is complex, but it's the most realistic move that could take the Warriors back to the top of the West. This isn't about chasing stars. This isn't about making a splash. This is about smart, strategic roster construction that addresses a glaring weakness with a proven solution. In summary, Daniel Gafford is the move. He's realistic, he's available, he solves our biggest problem, and the cost, while significant, is manageable and justified. Mike Dunleavy Jr. needs to be on the phone with Dallas right now, exploiting their chaos and bringing Gafford to the Bay Area. This is how championship teams operate. They identify needs, they find solutions, and they act decisively. Let's stop dreaming about impossible moves and start making smart ones. What do you think, Warriors Nation? Is Daniel Gafford the realistic upgrade we need? Should we pull the trigger on this trade? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're ready for the Warriors to make a smart, strategic move, hit that like button and subscribe for more realistic, actionable analysis of your Golden State Warriors. Let's get this done.